Israeli forces have killed more than 120 Palestinians across the Gaza Strip in the last 24 hours, medical sources have told Al Jazeera, including dozens of hungry aid seekers, as Israel continues relentlessly bombard the besieged territory, with the overall war death toll now surpassing a staggering 55,000 people. Gaza's health ministry said 57 people trying to access aid were killed and more than 363 injured by Israel since Wednesday morning. The distribution points are operated by the controversial Gaza Humanitarian Foundation GHF, a US and Israeli-backed drive in tightly Israeli-controlled zones. Protests have spread across America following days of demonstrations in Los Angeles against immigration raids by the federal government. Thousands of troops and hundreds of U.S. Marines have been deployed to L.A. by U.S. President Donald Trump to quell the demonstrations, causing a row with state politicians. Days of unrest were sparked after federal immigration officers arrested large groups of unauthorized immigrants in areas with large Latino populations. Rallies have since taken place from coast to coast, with more planned over the coming days. On Saturday, a series of anti-Trump no killings rallies in hundreds of cities across the country are scheduled to coincide with a large military parade in Washington to mark the U.S. Army's 250th anniversary. Texas Governor Greg Abbott ordered the state's National Guard to deploy to San Antonio ahead of planned demonstrations on Wednesday. Talks aimed at cooling tensions between the U.S. and China have ended in a deal, according to U.S. President Donald Trump. He said China had agreed to supply U.S. companies with magnets and rare earth metals, while the U.S. would walk back its threats to revoke visas of Chinese students. It followed 2 days of intense talks in London to resolve conflicts that had emerged since the two sides agreed a truce in May, after a rapid escalation of tariffs had nearly paralyzed trade between the world's two largest economies. But the limited nature of the announcement underscored questions the White House is facing about whether its tariff strategy can quickly yield solid trade deals. President Trump said he will set unilateral tariff rates with trading partners in the next 1 or 2 weeks. The U.S. President said he would send out letters specifying the terms of the new deals ahead of a 9 July deadline to reimpose higher tariffs on countries around the world. Information Secretary Mahbuba Farzana has instructed Bangladesh television officials to be more proactive in collecting fees from commercial television channels. She emphasized the importance of producing quality and audience-friendly content, as well as making proper use of digital platforms. She stressed the need to increase revenue through these means. The Information Secretary made these remarks today while visiting the Khulna sub-center of Bangladesh television. She also urged officials to work with honesty and neutrality, keeping in mind the sacrifices of the nation's martyrs. Later, she visited the Khulna radio center, where she inspected a proposed site for constructing an information complex. Director General of Bangladesh Betar, ASM Jahid, was also present during the visit. Mahbuba Farzana called on officials to adopt innovative approaches to make government institutions more efficient and service-oriented. Now weather. Met Office in its weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow said light to moderate rain or thunder showers with temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at a few places over Khulna, Borishal, Chattogram and Sylhet divisions, and at 1 or 2 places over Rangpur, Rajshahi, Mymensingh and Dhaka divisions. Besides, moderately heavy falls likely to occur at places over the country. Night and day temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country. Today, country's highest temperature was recorded 37.3 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi. Capital Dhaka's highest temperature was 35.2 degrees Celsius. Now, news on sports. Bangladesh national cricket team are going to Sri Lanka to play full series. A group of 10 members of the team, including players and support staff, has already reached in Sri Lanka today. The second group will leave Dhaka to Sri Lanka tomorrow at noon. For the first time since 2017, Bangladesh will play a full series while the tour features with 2 test matches, 3 ODIs and 3 T20s. The test series will kick off on June 17th in Galle, with the second test slated to begin on June 25th in Colombo. The ODI series is set for July 2nd, 5th and 8th at the R. Premadasai International Cricket Stadium, Colombo. The T20 matches will be played on July 10th at Palekele, July 13th at Dambulla and July 16th at Colombo. Team captain Najmul Hussain Shanto has expressed at a press conference today that they have ability to do better in the series, although they have not got enough preparations. The Bangladesh national women's football team jumped 5 places from 133 to 128 in the FIFA rankings. Bangladesh women's football team drew against Jordan and Indonesia in the Tri-Nation Series held in Jordan last May. Bangladesh's rating points increased to 1,099.36 after sharing points against these two teams. This has played a major role in improving the rankings. FIFA will publish the next rankings on August 7th. Before that, Bangladesh will play the Asian Women's Qualifying Tournament in Myanmar. If they become group champion in the tournament, they will get the opportunity to play in the AFC Women's Asia Cup for the first time, which will pave the way for even greater ranking improvement. To end the bulletin's headlines once again. London-bound Air India flight carrying 242 people crashes immediately after takeoff from Ahmedabad. 1 passenger survives miraculously. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus sent condolence message to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, expressing deep shock at Air India tragedy. Bangladesh offers full support in any form. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus had exclusive meeting with King Charles III at Buckingham Palace. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus receives the prestigious Harmony Award 2025 from King Charles III. National Crime Agency of UK freezes assets of fascist Sheikh Hasina's land minister Saifuzzaman Chowdhury. Corona infections increasing in the country. Health Directorate issues 11 directives for all to follow to prevent spread of corona infection. A 58-day ban on sea fishing, including Hilsha fishing, ends last night. And Bangladesh team going to Sri Lanka to play full series, including 2 tests. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our next 11 p.m. Bangla News. Until then, Allah Hafiz.